As we always say, welcome back. What makes this one so special?
Because we're not going to show you anything.
We're just going to talk
Yeah.
like two crash test dummies, just
You're welcome.
babbled about. We have officially been here in YouTube land for 1 year now for the public for global domination, which is crazy. And I think pretty much without fail, we've done a weekly video, but we just wanted to talk about it. The things the challenges we faced, what we've done, where we're going, our favorite stuff, and
the good, bad,
yeah,
everything. And then, whatever comments are left for any questions or anything, let us know. We'll answer whatever.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you. Doesn't sound like a lot. We've got 300 something subscribers, and that's really cool for us. That's awesome. Going from nothing to just the first one, which is probably a relative, and you guys and the ones that interact in the comments and stuff. That's
it felt like the first 15 people were like, okay, I think we know that person.
Yeah,
we know that.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden it was like, wait, do you know that guy?
Yeah.
No.
Who's that guy?
What about that one? And then it slowly keeps going.
Yeah. Where did you think this was going before we started? What was in your mind on how this was going to work out?
To be honest,
and this, for those of you who are new, who's starting with our anniversary video, this is Michael. I'm Greg. We are brothers.
In case people didn't know that.
Just in case, because we don't know. Nobody's ever asked, but we are brothers.
We randomly omit things in videos.
And
so,
do we?
I mean, I'm sure we.
I edit nothing.
I edit everything. Cut.
Chop. But I guess we just say how it started.
Yeah, basically it started because, we've both always been into the same similar electronics, video games.
Yeah. Nerd world.
Nerd toys.
Geek fandom. Yeah,
all the above. We've had pretty similar tastes on a lot of it.
I've been pondering it for a while.
I ended up moving and we had a little bit of a space, and we just kind of looked at it and were like, well, hey, you buy lots of stupid stuff. I buy lots of stupid stuff.
Mm-hmm. And when I was debating it, it's one of those things like, let's be honest. We're a little older than a lot of the YouTubers out there. We probably fit more in line with the immortal John Hancock and those kind of guys, like they love Atari. He doesn't, but probably around that age group. And I think our demographics kind of show, but I thought long and hard about it for a while. I was like, I should do YouTube, but then I thought, I think I'm kind of boring by myself, and you don't have to agree, but I definitely feed off of others better.
It's much easier to have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Because if I was just standing here, I'd just stare at you for probably 5 minutes without saying a word.
Right. So, and it's funny though, because we came a long way. Like, man, you could see if you go back to some of our early videos, like we were both pretty nervous. I think it was a whole different demeanor, and now we just kind of come in. What do you want to talk about? I don't know. Let's just hit the button and go. And which is probably a bad trait to not plan.
I find it entertaining to watch you squirm and be like, wait, what are you pulling? What'd you buy?
Yeah.
What's up here? I'm like, nah, let's see you say something stupid.
Yeah. So let's give it a shot. We don't want to be one of those that did a whole bunch for a month and then you don't see us for 2 or 3 months or something.
Yeah, we were very concerned about that, and we also didn't know if we try to get together weekly, basically, is how it works ourselves when we do these videos. So we should know if life was just going to get in the way in general.
Yeah.
When we first were like, hey, let's do it and let's go. And for the most part, we've been able to get together weekly.
Yeah. It is a challenge because we both work full time, wife, kids, all that going on at the same time. We're not monetized, hopefully, one day that is a goal so that we can help pay for some of the toys that we review.
Yeah. So if you come across this and you haven't subscribed, you just click it.
Please.
And
We want to get to 1,000 this year.
and you can just
Or more.
ignore the notifications from our channel if you want, but you know, just subscribe.
No, watch them.
You can
Watch
watch
them
them
all.
too, but
Hit the bell. Pull the lever.
do all the
Hit the
things.
elevator button.
But yeah, so we built up some, and sadly we had to scrap a couple. We had to scrap a few
Yeah.
videos because of technical difficulties,
Yeah.
and you don't know it until after it's recorded and you go back to look at it to edit it, because we had one or two that audio issues.
But we have tried a few different things. Like I had some really crappy little mics, those little wireless ones. When we would talk, we use them. One video, like the S's stopped happening, and I was editing, and I'm like, "Do I talk like that?" and then he started, and it was just not picking up S's, and it happened, and I was like, "What is going on here?" We've also had some failed
We had a couple-
products.
Well, yeah, we had one product that we're like, yeah, unpack it, and then the product goes out of business before we edit the video. And it was only we'll probably have to re-record the video so you can just discard. Otherwise, you'll have to discard our entire video of showing its potential, because there is none. But
I
stuff
almost
like
think
that.
we might put it out as a lost video. Yeah,
I don't know.
found archives.
I wonder if we just put out splice stuff in.
Maybe.
Like, here's what we said,
could.
but here's what we say now.
Yeah, we're way older now. and
Yeah, smarter.
better looking.
Um,
We could do that. We could put out some archival found footage, like in Blair Witch. Somebody found our video laying in the woods.
And then some stuff we've recorded, but then newer products came in, and we're trying to get that surge, a little bit of popularity on a video. By the time that other product comes back around, 4 months after other people have talked about it, and it's kind of, we're like,
Yeah.
it's hit and miss on some stuff, because you just don't know what people are gonna like. I mean, we had a couple videos that we were like, oh, this one will do awesome. It didn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. And some of my favorite ones, like even the 3D pen where I burnt my finger, some of those with probably the dumbest products are our funniest and most entertaining videos.
Yeah.
But nobody searches for them, or they're just looking for the mainstream stuff. And I'm like, man, this one's gold. And then you got like 7 views. It blows my mind, because I'm like, man, if people did know about it, that's a pretty good one. And so anybody watching this, I'd encourage you, go look at some of our kind of off product videos, like again, the 3D pen.
And the fidgets is one of my favorites.
Yeah, the fidgets.
Well, I don't want to spoil it, but
Yeah,
it's entertaining. We already had that video recorded, and just trying to figure out what people may or may not be searching for.
Yeah.
Like, there's tons and tons of fidget videos that have ridiculous amounts of views.
Yeah.
And then that's like our worst performing one.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we've spent time trying to figure out, that's the thing. You got all these people out there on YouTube saying, oh, I understand the algorithm. This is how you do it. Well, that video gets a lot because they claim they understand it. They don't.
Yeah, everybody goes and watches it because they think they understand it. We've tried different times, different video length. I mean, I'm sure there's probably something you can start to figure out, but with our channel still being relatively new and lower on the scale of subscribers and views,
I mean, let's be honest. Look,
there's not much we can
look
take
at this.
from it.
If this isn't making money,
the thumbnails should just be your face only. The
all
entire
the
one,
time.
every
video should be the same face, and we don't plan very much. And I think it's one of those things that kind of drives me bonkers. Like, because I do, going into the new year, kind of like part of me is like, I really would like to have more set things in our videos, which I think could help in some regard. But I think part of our appeal, if you enjoy watching them, is also that we just go for it, and being brothers and into the same kind of stuff. There's not too many filters and worries, or we just go. And I think it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's not as exciting. Sometimes it works out pretty well.
And like one of our other things we've always said too, on like the technology products, we like to show them, we like to just say how you describe our conversations with each other have been. this is how we talk to one of our friends about it.
Right.
We don't. There's other people that are going to dive into all the exact
Yeah.
metrics, blah blah blah.
We're not
They
spec heavy
no,
at all.
they have all the tools, they have all that testing. There's no point in repeating what everybody else does.
Mm.
We just want to explain it to how we tell our friends.
Yeah.
If I would tell my friend to buy this because of this reason, this reason, this reason, that's what I want to put in a video.
Yeah.
I don't.
Just kind of a normal dude's view of something, you know. We like shiny stuff, and that was another reason when we decided the channel. Well, do we go gaming? Do we go just reviews? Which way do we go? Because at the time, and I feel like it's really changed in the last year, but at the time, they're like, no, you must focus on this one thing. Don't stray from it. You find it and you make every video like that. Well, especially in gaming, you know, within the last year, I'm finding even some of those hardcore gaming channels, they're straying now because gaming's not what it was, for one. Bottom line is, we just realized though over time that, you know, we just want to show off stuff we like that we think you'd like, and we don't want to pigeonhole in one way. Like, we would really like to, I think, do reviews more than anything, if I had to say, but you know, this stuff costs money and you don't always have it. And if people, sometimes they got to give you stuff to review, and we're not at that point yet. So it does make it hard when you're trying to keep it on a high frequency of releasing, you know, vids.
Well, and it's kind of, I think also too, I think from a personal standpoint, if we were doing the same video over and over and over and over and over, like I said, we have full-time jobs. If I knew I was gonna come and do a new PS5 game every Tuesday night, I don't think I'd be very excited at some point.
Yeah.
I would just be like, I'm done. You know,
Well, yeah.
it's great.
And we can't stream for hours anyway.
No,
Like, it's
just not. I think it would get dull.
Yeah.
I like the randomness. I like just being able to say, this thing's cool. Let's make a video. See what happens. And then on the flip side, we've had a couple videos that we have a hunch. Like, for instance, I think a couple of our higher performing videos, transparencies, was the bamboo labs.
Mm-hmm.
The initial setting up of the bamboo P1S. That video was probably our first one that blew up quick for our size. It wasn't millions of views or anything.
No, it was. They just didn't tell us about it.
So then we got excited and we're like, well, cool. Let's do another 3D printing video later on. And then when we did the second one,
nobody watched it.
No one watched it. And it got like the most thumbs down we've had.
It's like, thanks, Mom, for watching it.
Yeah. You know, so it's done better now over time, but it did not have the big initial push. And it was like the same thing. We were putting out custom edited shorts a lot to start with. And those were doing crazy numbers. And then out of nowhere, they just literally showed to nobody.
Yeah.
Like, it was weird. It was like they'd get hundreds or thousands of views in the first 2-3 hours.
It makes you feel like, and I'm not saying they are, but it makes you feel like YouTube is constantly tweaking the formula.
Well, I think they probably are. So people just keep trying things to keep putting content. Because we went from they would go huge, and then all of a sudden another one that was even more entertaining, be 4 hours in, it would have 5 views.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah,
I'm glad we spent time editing that, because it took me a lot longer to edit it than the 10 seconds of watching time it got. We don't know exactly what's going on. We're just doing stuff for fun, and we just show things we like. That's the whole goal.
Who knows? I mean, we're gonna try to keep the schedule we got going. And like I said, we're not giving some of these products early like some are, and it'd be nice if we get that point. But so sometimes we're playing catch up.
Yeah, the only early products we get is just because we happen to get in Kickstarter or something.
Right.
That's about it. So
yeah, like the Evercade arcade.
Yeah, that one we were excited because Evercade never sent out review units really like in mass.
Yeah.
They never seemed to do it. So we're like, yeah, we're gonna get one. We'll throw that video out quick, and then a month before it comes out, all these like influencers, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, well, cool. That's great. I mean, I was buying one anyway. The one other interesting push to me was some of our things like the Oasis Mini, the sand.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
that was funny.
we did that. I got it in. I just thought it was a really cool product. And
The
then
Oasis Mini is a little the round sand pit that the marble goes around and basically draws designs in the sand. If you hadn't seen it, we have a video on it. Check it out. But
you're not going to search for it because you don't know it exists.
right.
They started advertising for Christmas presents. So that video just all
Yeah.
through November, December,
Yeah. We had it out quite a while.
it just started. It just kept getting more and more views because everybody's looking for
Mm-hmm.
Christmas gifts. So it's kind of interesting to see some of that stuff. Like a few of the random things, like even the Clydo clock
Yeah.
got a lot because they started heavily advertising. A couple of those have worked out for us.
Yeah. And I
Um,
have to say, and we talk about that quite a bit too, that with our library, a lot of people do gaming news or time dated products and stuff. And yes, the products will go, out of favor over time, but it seemed like with our videos, we were just kind of getting, as we built our library up, we were just getting hits on stuff that we put out half a year ago, hits on, and it's just growing to where like it feels like people can just kind of like a Netflix. You just go in and pick what you want to watch. It was nice just seeing like some of this old stuff still just
just
cranking
still
up views.
views, and we see the comments and try to answer all the questions we can the best we can. The only other weird one to me, it's extremely weird, and we talked about this I think last week before we started recording, the dartboard video.
Yeah,
It's
that
it was a short that we made, and for some reason, about every week or two, it's one of our top 5 videos. I don't know if clearly made by like a Chinese company, the
right.
dartboard. So I don't know if it's like a random link that's been shared somewhere or what, because I don't know of many people that are gonna be like, let me go search for the wheeled darts. I don't know what even the model is myself. It's just weird. Like that's the weird one
Yeah,
to me. It's just slowly going.
yeah. Whoever that is, thank you.
Yeah, it's
We appreciate the constant views on the dartboard.
it's weird, but I'll take it. And then I will say the only other surprising thing was we've had a couple of companies respond on videos, like comments, which is awesome. Glad they
Yeah,
notices. That's great.
that
I
is a
mean,
good feeling. Let me tell you.
so we've had a couple that have noticed it, but then we had the flip side, which was interesting. We had it's called the Wow Cube
Mm-hmm.
videos. We made some special shorts on the Wow Cube, which is like the Rubik's Cube with the screens. And we were one of so like they had some really early pre-release videos from like a year before.
Mm-hmm.
But then I pre-ordered it like 3 years ago, delayed by COVID.
When he was
It wasn't
4
even a
years old.
Kickstarter, all this stuff. And it came in, so I was like, let's do it. Let's get to the table. Let's record a couple nice videos. I was loving one of the games, so I was like, let's play it. They just straight up downloaded our video and posted it on all their social channels as their video. Straight up, just
Yeah.
boom.
You know what, guys? Thank you.
Yeah. So then I noticed it like, I don't know, it was like a week after they did it because it wasn't showing up on anything. And I just happened to one day, I was like, let's see some of the new news for the Wow Cube.
Mm-hmm.
And I see the video, and so I actually commented and I was like, hey, how about you credit the people where the video came from?
He's going to spill it all. Welcome to our 1-year anniversary, guys. Behind the scenes.
And
We're unpacking it.
they credited the site that they used to rip off the video.
I forgot they did that.
I was like, cool. I really just wanted some extra views,
Yeah.
but I was like, whatever, man. But
It is fun though. I mean, because we're just two regular guys, and it is fun to see like mute me button. They use that on their site, and put we reviewed it and put the link and stuff, and they thought that was cool. Veacher
feature commented.
they liked it. thanked us for it. The Roasty Buds guys.
Yeah, they commented and they started interacting with other people that commented.
Yeah, yeah,
Which,
that was cool. Like, so I
and
would love to do more stuff. Like, hopefully get something early from a company. I would really love to.
I will say,
It's exciting.
WildCube actually did comment on a couple of the videos, like
Yeah.
a couple other ones, and then they took them. But
They did their part. Then it's, but it is cool. It's neat to see your stuff out there and people enjoy it. 'Cause, it is coming from a good place with us. Just talking about stuff that we like anyway. What would you say? Any mistakes?
I mean, we had a lot of technical issues to start with.
Yeah, well, we still do.
We still
sometimes.
do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Every week it's like, did we use this cord or this one?
yeah, I mean, because we take down our setup and put it back up every week. 'Cause
Yeah.
you just can't permanently be set up. It would be bad.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, well, maybe we picked the wrong object. Maybe we picked the wrong video.
Yeah.
To come find out, it doesn't seem to really truly matter for us. I kind of knew about the software we needed. We had the right software package, but we didn't know how to use any of the stuff.
Right.
We had a lot of the right stuff. Like our early videos, you'll see a couple of them. We had the 2 microphones, but then we found out we sit too close together.
Yeah.
So then we'd have weird echo going.
Mhm.
So that actually ruined a couple early videos. So that was probably our biggest mistake because we thought we had a couple of items that were like, well, that's going to be cool. And then I think big mistake.
Well,
that I
one,
felt.
and also we did have to change our music.
Yeah, we had
because-
royalty-free music, but then it still
Yeah.
got flagged.
And I've
copyrighted.
seen this, and there's a YouTuber I watch, like Retro Rob, on Sundays, like pretty religiously, and he was saying he had the same problem where you buy some license free stuff from Fanatical, and it tells you all over you can use it social media, you own it, whatever you want to do with it. And he bought the same thing. We thought it was clear, and then all of a sudden you get a hit on copyright hit. And that was even kind of weird for us. It was kind of like worded funny. It's like, well, you're not in trouble.
Yeah, but it's like because our videos aren't monetized yet.
Right.
We don't have enough subscribers and total
Yeah.
view hours. But it was like if you do become monetized, then it was
This could
weird.
be a problem.
It would be a problem, but it's not a problem yet.
Yeah,
So-
it didn't make sense. We're like, well, whatever. And we just wanted like some of their own YouTube music, But so that was interesting, again, just learning things as we go. What was your favorite video, you think?
Favorite video?
Or videos?
It's kind of what we said earlier. Some of my favorite ones have been the ones that no one
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. The fidgets and the 3D pen was pretty good, even though it was the 3D pen was, we had hopes and dreams for that thing. And what we ended up creating was not the masterpiece we thought.
fun.
But it was fun. It was cool.
The 7 minutes on Uncertainty videos.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get crazy amounts of views. We don't really care as much because they're fun for us.
Right.
It's just something different to
Even
do.
though we are the premier Evercade site.
But no one's found us.
Yeah,
that
just
watch
wait.
Evercade.
It's going to happen. Evercade people, keep watching.
Those to me are fun. They're a lot more fun when we hit a versus or 2-player game.
Yeah,
Which
that we haven't played.
and then they're also really fun when it's a complete garbage game.
Yes.
The just average games, they're not as much fun.
And he is a terrible roller, okay?
Yeah,
And-
none
and
of those those are not fake.
Yeah, none of them are staged at all. The only time we've re-rolled is when the dice number falls out of line with how many games there are. If it's higher than the number of games, we have to roll again. Outside that is completely what it is. And this guy has rolled like the same cartridge about 15 times.
I mean, I think we did make one mistake one night. We forgot to record the video of us rolling the dice.
Yeah.
So we sat there for another 5 minutes rolling 100-side die to get the right number to pop up. Even though no one probably would care or notice,
Yeah.
we were like, we're going to get it.
We're going to
We're
do
going to
it.
do it.
We're going to do it.
But to me, those are the most fun, but I'd rather the polarizing games.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I don't like the story ones
No.
because
Like
that's just left to us to babble for 7 minutes.
My worst performance on one of those was the dang letter game where you're shooting letters out of the sky to spell words that was meant for children. And I just could not. I was on the wrong side of the screen every time. I could not. He was just beating me on the letters. I know how to spell, but it was just, I was like, this is frustrating. Like, man, no wonder no kids learn from this. But outside that, yeah, I have to admit the series is pretty good. I do enjoy those, and um, hopefully they'll take off. I think they have their loyal watchers. We enjoy doing them, and
Yeah, they're fun. That
yeah, the uncertain ones, and that's where the 7 minutes of uncertainty came from, because I think that's how we named it. Was, we knew we were gonna play it, and we didn't know the outcome. We didn't know how it was gonna go. We didn't care. We just were gonna do it, and I wanted to put a time on it though, like a short time, because
yeah,
I didn't want to drag on to a streaming or even a full review. Like the reviews we give are based on a 7 minute window, so our review may be totally off on those, which is, I think, is
and
kind of funny
they
too.
probably are, and we
Yeah.
know
Oh,
that.
this
And we
game
don't.
is amazing.
Yeah,
And
this.
then if you played
Yeah,
it
you
like
play.
30 minutes, it was terrible. But
Yeah, because we debated. I think we debated 5 minutes, and we're like, "That's not enough
yeah,
time." And then we're like, 10.
no.
Well, we're worried about the overall video length because we'd have 10 minutes of gameplay, and then who knows how long of babbling.
But uncertain, we're like, no, that needs to be a weird number,
Yeah.
So, but those are fun. If you haven't seen those, we enjoy them, and I think you will too. Even if you're not a gamer, it's 7 minutes plus a few minutes of us talking about it. Like you said, the fidgets, the 3D, the 3D pen. Probably the products that are not as mainstream tend to be the most fun. The ones that we really don't know what we're getting into. And I want to find more of those in the new year, just some off the wall gadgets and
I mean, the new series that we're working on, the Timu games, those were fun to record. That was very
yeah, and
entertaining for
there's
us.
more of those coming. Again, that's, you're buying something from Timu, so you have no clue what you're getting. You see the pictures of what you think you're getting, but you might not be getting that.
So,
And to have a console with fake buttons.
what was your least favorite product? Like the product that you thought was complete garbage, or maybe that you're surprised by that was not great that we reviewed over last year. And let's exclude our TeamU emulators because
Okay.
you know.
And I hope I didn't unpack it, but
And I will say this, since you brought that up a little bit, that some of the products that we've talked about were an early stage, and we've had a couple that aren't living up to the hype.
right. Looking back, I might feel differently than live in the moment, but I think the chessboard wasn't as exciting as I was hoping it would be. And I don't remember what I picked on it, if I unpacked it or not. And then we did one that was another one that nobody watched, where we had a competition of the little light up games. I had the one with all the colorful squares and
Yeah.
stuff, and I thought that sucked after I opened it. I was like, why did I pick this? I have not touched it since then. Yeah, I thought that was disappointing. He made a way better pick on that one. Probably one of the wildest ideas that I know he absolutely hated, and I, wasn't real wild about it after the fact, but was when we did a review while eating the bamboozled
Yeah, it's the
jelly
worst
beans.
piece of crap. I don't even remember what device we were reviewing.
It, I don't. um,
Whatever it was, I probably said it was worse than it is.
yeah, yeah. So definitely check that one out. We ate those things were so nasty. They were jelly beans that taste like dishwasher liquid or something, and then dead fish, and it really, they were the worst thing. I would never eat them again.
One of the things that disappointed me after the fact was the small the small hologram fan, the desk one.
Yeah,
Like the big one that we always have going back there. That thing's awesome. The small one was really cool, but in practicality, if you have it sitting next to you,
mm-hmm.
you have to like put sticky pads on its feet or something because it vibrates so much. It actually will vibrate off of a desk.
Yeah,
And it
I
rattles
remember
inside
that.
of its case. I put like little pieces of bubble wrap thinking of just trying to stick it still, and I still like it, but the amount of effort just trying to make the stupid thing not move,
Yeah.
and for the price, because where that thing has been a beast and just keeps going.
There were some surprises now too that, I really thought some of these would do better than they did, and they didn't. Like I thought the Neo Geo Pocket top games would have done better.
Yeah, because the Xbox
Uh,
one killed it, which we knew the Neo Geo wasn't as popular, but
yeah,
we figured, there's going to be a chunk of people
yeah,
still wanting to look at that. But
it didn't do well. I thought I was hoping, and I don't know if I thought it would, but I was hoping there was a family fun center around here that closed down, and I've been kind of wanting to do some more on-site videos anyway. Um, so far it hasn't been justified by the ones we did, but I thought maybe that would have been a little more being a staple in this area that closed down. The arcade that he bought from that place actually did better than the place itself video. One, I was surprised the other direction that it did better than I thought was the announcement that Fire TV Stick was on the Xbox.
yeah,
That's one of our that's almost 5,000 views.
and we were just
And
on a whim. It was just like, what, people are announcing it,
yeah,
but let's actually play it.
yeah,
And that was just on a whim. We're like, who cares? It's been announced, but let's play it.
yeah.
And then, yeah, it took off, and it was one of our definitely an impromptu video. And that one had lots of issues during setup. Gave us lots of issues.
And it's funny, like he mentioned earlier, the Oasis has done real well, the sand drawing, but the Homedics Drift, the other version of that, didn't do very well.
Yeah. So then
You would think if you're into one, you'd at least entertain the other.
then what's your favorite thing? Let's not go favorite video, but your favorite thing
Favorite thing?
that you've probably
Man, I don't know. What's you got one?
I'll have to I'll probably have to cheat slightly. The most used thing I have from one of these purchases, I have to go with the Bamboo 3D printer.
Yeah,
That thing has just been a beast through and through. I don't even know how many rolls of filament I've gone through this. It just prints. It just all day. Whatever stuff. Who cares? Someone's like, hey, I want one of these. Cool. Here it is. Enjoy.
that has been a good. I don't want to say series. I mean, we kind of done a mini series on it, but that has been a good one. Those things are entertaining.
And then, but surprisingly, I want to say one of my favorite things. I love my desk stuff. So the Oasis Mini is awesome. I think I really like my Clydo clock.
Hmm.
It's expensive. It is, but just every day you walk up to it and it's got a new face, and it's just there all day.
Yeah,
I mean, it surprised me as to how much I actually enjoy the Clydo clock, just looking at the new art from artists that are uploading it
yeah.
at all times.
Mine was probably the Veacher Pro. I had researched it so long, and I really wanted to decide the right one. I was so scared I was going to spend all this money and buy the wrong one, and it sounded like, I think I mentioned it in the video. That was the one to start with. Pretty much ignore everything prior to that because of some of the additions they made, and I actually do use it quite a bit to the point where I told him the other day, it's like the only problem I have is the nose piece. Like I just can't find one that's just right for me. I'm not going to blame them for that, but man, if I could find one, because I'll sit there and watch a movie, I'll come out looking like I got in a fight, I got beat up or something, look like because I'll have red marks and all this. But in terms of a product, that was a very pleasant surprise for me, and one that I do use quite often.
Plans for the next year for us.
Yeah,
We've kind of shown that we know the type of stuff we want to show. We know
hmm
the stuff we like to talk about. We've tried random things, and if people give us feedback and they want to see some more of that type of thing, then we don't
yeah,
care.
yeah.
We'll record the videos and do more of it, because if we have it, it's not like we don't enjoy it.
Right, right. Yeah, we'll
Like,
accommodate.
we have a few videos that we want to do that are going to be probably a little different, but some of it is we have to figure out ourselves how we want to set it up because it's not a video that can take place
Yeah.
like here. Like fun things I'd like to show off, but it's not something I can actually physically just put here or move. So
Mhm.
we have a couple things that we want to try that's a little different. But otherwise, I think keep moving forward and
Mhm.
hope maybe one day we'll get an actual review product.
Yeah. No, we'd love it. Hey, those guys out there, if you're, any that, contacted us before, we're all for it. We'd be happy to review. We want to give honest reviews. While we do appreciate you thinking of us, I don't want to be filtered on the product, what we can say and stuff.
Yeah, I'll just say no.
Yeah, but like I said a minute ago, I would like to do some more outside of the studio videos, whatever they may be. I would kind of like to do maybe some stuff on, retro items, maybe see how they hold up in 2025, review them for what they are, maybe what we thought it would have been versus now. Obviously more Evercade. We love Evercade.
I mean,
Something cool or interesting. It doesn't have to be cool. It could be interesting enough in a bad way. We may say let's check it out. I want to keep the path. I'm just kind of curious, what you guys think as well, because we do walk that line between gaming and reviewing things, and sometimes they cross over quite a bit, or if there's some other direction we need to meander off in as well. Yeah, we've got some things planned. Don't want to say too much about it, but we just wanted to say appreciate the last year. We've come a long way more comfortable in front of the camera now. I really do. It's funny. Like, I think I used to kind of get a little nervous. I remember like before we filmed the crane, we had the crane video and stuff.
We had what 20, 30 minutes of video that we didn't even
Yeah,
use.
we sat there. I mean, I don't even think we pushed record for the longest time on that one. That's probably one of my least favorite videos, not because of the product at all. It's because one's like we're walking around the table, coming in and out of the shot, and the microphone's fading out as we're talking and stuff. And it's not horrible. I don't think we've done a horrible video, but
I'm sure someone will correct
somebody will correct us. We've had a few interesting trolls in the comments every now and then. No, we're excited. We had a great first year. Hope to keep going and just see where it takes us. Like I said, our goal is to pay for some of these toys and go from there. But yeah, any ideas, let us know. Anything you want to see, just keep them coming. Keep the thoughts coming. We love it. Thanks for the feedback you guys supply. Cheers to 1 year, 100 something videos.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just wild. We enjoy it. We came from this table. He had a board game table already, and we were thinking about what kind of background are we gonna have and stuff, and put lights under this thing. Got this. So anyway, but we came up with that, which I thought was a cool touch. Let's keep going, and thank you guys for your support as always.
Thank you. If this is the first video you came across,
Yeah, check out our library. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, ring the dingy.
Yeah, man, we lost him.
Yep, and there you go. It's all right. We're at the end of the video. Bye.